I'm nervous now.
Would your butt just like,
Yeah. But just clenched up a little bit.
it was like, do you think we're related?
No.
We squared up exactly the same way. We were like, all right, partner.
We're in
like
it now.
I feel like Patrick, he doesn't
Yeah.
like quite have the arms. So this
Yeah.
feels really like the perfect way to just like jump on in.
Oh, 100%. Okay.
What's wrong?
How do you have yours saying the right things?
Yours says the right thing to me.
Does it? Because it does
Yes,
not on my end. Okay, great.
it looks fine to me. Okay, do you want to introduce us?
Sure. Okay. Hey everybody. So brand new podcasters here on the scene. My name is Elizabeth. This is my sister Teresa. And yeah, we're sisters.
And what's our podcast called, Elizabeth?
Oh my God. Tip of the nip. You want me to do that
Yes.
again?
No, it was perfect.
Oh, great. I really think that
this is
really,
flaws and all.
I really feel like it set the scene for like what our audience is going to be preparing themselves for.
Yep, our mom and our best friend, and the end.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
To our audience of one.
Woo! Audience of one. So mom and our best friend are the same person.
Correct.
That is correct. We love our mother.
It's true. Yeah, so tip of the nip. That which is relevant.
In no way, shape, or form.
No, it is relevant. It will be more meaningful if you've ever had a pet, specifically a pet that sleeps in your bed. And this is twofold. Like when your pet, specifically one of our Pomeranians, would walk across your chest in the middle of the night, they have this ability to sort of like step like directly on your nipple and push everything inside your body in a way that it doesn't fit, but a 7-pound Pomeranian will make it fit.
1000%.
That's option one. Option two is when you're lying on the side, and again, they're walking across you, but you just get squished, tip of the nip to the mattress.
And it just gets pinched in there. And honestly, I think that one hurts worse.
It does hurt worse.
It lingers.
I've not
longer.
had a mammogram. I just sort of have to imagine that like the pressure down into your body, like forcing all of this, it's not an appendage, but like
I mean, for some people it is.
For sure. It was
not for me. I am part of the itty bitty titty committee, but
I was just thinking about, this will segue into the other thing we're going to talk about on this podcast, was like, there's a lot of different ways that female genitalia is described, like in our like romantasy books. I don't know that there's a lot of varieties for boobs.
Yes. Although
I was trying to
mention it as like peaks a lot.
Yeah, I was trying to rack my brain of like what's like a little sort of like fun little nod to like one of the ways that they describe it in one of our romantasy books, and I couldn't think of anything that was like clever or witty, which is why I just sort of was like, appendage ?
Yeah, it's more of like a fatty mound.
Well, that honestly is better than wet folds, which is my least favorite description.
Okay, so second least
every
favorite,
iteration.
Don't like them being called lips. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan.
Mind calling them being called lips.
I mean, it
grosses me. It grosses me out when they like talk about going from like lips to lips. I'm like, I need less of that.
Yeah, but wet folds, I'm like,
wet folds is the worst. There's not a worse one than wet folds.
No. So anyway,
tip of the nip.
to why we are called tip of the nip, which is yeah, it was brought about by our Pomeranians stepping and smashing our nipples into smithereens.
repeatedly. And I think anyone
Oh,
who's ever had a pet, specifically a pet that like will lie on the couch with you, or I guess lie on the floor with you, or just sort of like if the pet has sort of like walked over your chest in any way, shape, or form. And this is, this is a gender neutral statement
oh,
because
100%. I
anyone
mean,
with a nipple will experience this.
100%.
So this was originally the title of Elizabeth's and my autobiography, and then we were like,
Yes.
"LOL, we're never gonna write an autobiography."
Oh, time.
Exactly. So here we are, sort of instead reimagining an autobiography as this podcast, which I guess is an accurate, fair way to do it.
Yeah.
And it's us. We were trying to decide what the like proper terminology was of like, do we jibber jabber? Do we gab?
Oh, yeah. I think
Um,
that's really jibber jabber. I mean, guys, give us a couple listens and then you guys can let us know if we jibber jabber, gab, chitty chat,
yak,
yik
you
yak,
know,
patty whack.
you know, yeah. So that's it, this is reminiscent of like us on long phone calls while one person is driving.
100%. Or really just like walking home from work when we lived
That's true.
together in New York.
That's true. Or like going to work at 4:30 in the morning and Elizabeth
100.
would jibber jabber and I would not be awake yet.
And I'd be like, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Now,
And I'd be
mind you,
like,
I had
I'm not
taken
awake yet.
and I had taken a hefty dose of Adderall. So I was up and ready to roll at 5 o'clock in the
And
morning.
Teresa had only had two of her standard 6 cups of coffee, so she was nowhere near on your level.
We were heading to get your second. I don't think you were even on your second yet.
Maybe, depends on what time we were able to
Depending
get
on
up.
what time
If I
we
could
got
like
up.
crank out 2 cups of coffee from the Keurig and then get a third, shout out to
On
Splendid
our
Girl,
way there.
on our way there.
Where is Splenda Girl? We will have a whole segment on just Splenda Girl.
All
I
right.
hope she's out there.
Shout out to Splendid Girl. We love you. We miss you so much.
Uh,
Um, so if you can't tell, we have like very like millennial,
100%.
elder,
90s,
elder millennial humor. Um,
a little bit of both. I mean,
we lean more millennial than like Gen Z.
oh, 100%. I ain't nowhere close to being a zillennial.
That's where
So
this
true millennial to elder millennial.
true millennial
Um,
feels very accurate
yes.
because we're
Um,
not quite old enough to be elder millennials.
right. But like I was born in 92, Tris was born in 89. Like I feel,
Spoiler.
oh yeah. So I'm the younger one. This is the
No, I
older
just sort
one.
of meant like we could be like, like ethereal beings. We maybe with no age.
Sure.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh, we're on a different wavelength of this podcast, girl. Um, but so our humor kind of leans into like Monty Python and the Holy Grail, a little bit of Napoleon Dynamite, and then like I don't know, all of the fever dream movies that we all watched when we were millennials.
Yes. And um we feel like it is a necessary reading for you to have read, I get the title
100%.
wrong. Side
I'm gonna
stories
check it.
from Way
No,
Sideways Stories from Wayside School.
think
Sideways
side,
Story from Wayside School.
sideway stories from Wayside School. Okay. Sideways Stories from Wayside School by oh my God, Lewis Sacker. Sacker? Lewis Sachar.
So someone tell us how to pronounce that.
So I apologize to Lewis. I butchered his last name, but it feels like recommended, but also like required reading at this point. Because our chapters and episode titles will not be chronological.
No, they're going off of vibes. The number is a vibe, and the title is a vibe, and they're not necessarily
Sometimes,
the vibe of the episode.
but sometimes they are, but sometimes they're
TBD.
not. Who knows?
Who's to say? If you have read Wayside Stories, that would make a ton of
Sideways
sense.
stories.
God damn it. Sideways Stories from Wayside School. That would make sense. So it
So
is highly recommended reading, but you do you. Google exists.
Google exists, and you can kind of that was a potty read for us growing up.
Yeah. The first one. I mean, if you want to do 2 and 3, if you're like really invested, knock yourself
Yeah, if
out.
you're
But
like
like just the
really
first one.
invested, but it's blue. It's got a leaning school, and like little kids are like falling out of this elementary school, and
And it is I'm realizing now that like there was a lot of absurd things that
we read a lot of absurd
there's a lot
literature,
of absurd literature because A Series of Unfortunate Events is also
wildly
deeply
absurd.
absurd. And also like very special place in my heart.
100%.
And I don't think I really understood how absurd the books were until the Netflix show. And then I was like, oh, this
Oh,
is
this is absurdity. Got it.
absurdity. And I honestly think I liked it so much because like part of our childhood was absurd. Um,
Well,
and
because
sort of
like
like when you are living that experience, you like are craving someone else having a like
right,
non-stereotypical, Norman Rockwell experience.
right. And because like a lot of our stuff was kind of on the surreal end of life, and then absurd, and just bananas,
Right,
honestly.
which I sort of think is why like rom-coms were never like
Not
the
big in
thing,
our household.
but like some sort of like screwball comedy or something that was like very absurd
Mm,
was like,
mm.
yeah, because our lives were like a little chaotic.
A
And
little
so
down,
yeah,
and
a little sideways.
uh, yeah, and we kind of told sideways stories.
Yeah. So, we're the better for it, obviously, because we're
I mean,
here delighting you with our jibber jabber.
honestly, just like everybody else, our childhood trauma just made us funnier.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, world.
So we're
So
gonna cover a range of things that we think about on a daily basis. It is an expansive list and it will be an ever expanding list, but some of the topics that we will discuss are Taylor Swift.
obviously, and musicians of her ilk,
Yes. Girly pop music.
girl pop, love it. But
We love.
but specifically, we will be discussing a lot of Taylor Swift. So if you are not a fan,
You wouldn't know what episode it was because again, we're not going to title them
right? Because
appropriately,
it's
but
not
you'll
gonna,
feel it pretty quickly.
right? You'll kind of feel the vibe instantly. Um, obviously, Romantacy,
Obviously. Right?
all
Shout out to your
of
sweatshirt, which
Shut Up,
says,
I'm
"Shut up, I'm
reading.
reading."
Available on my Etsy shop and my website. Just saying. Oh yeah, we should probably also describe what we
What we
do.
do, we'll get there. Tell us
Eh.
about Romantacy.
Okay, so obviously we read the gateway drug, which is Akatar. And for those who don't understand what Akatar is, it's a court of thorn and roses. Um, started there, and it just snowballed
Snowballed.
into what I'm currently reading. I will be reading two books at once. Currently reading the second book of Blood and Ash, Kingdom of Fire and Flesh, or Flesh and Fire,
Sure.
whatever that one is. Um, and then obviously I have to start Brimstone as soon as it comes into my possession.
Be arriving to you tomorrow.
Thank God. I need some Kingfisher and Saris in my life, along with
Ah,
Carrion Swift.
I do think I'm gonna dual read as well because I think I'm gonna start the fourth Crown of Nyaxia. Um,
Oh, Oh yeah, I was listening to the third one. And then I was able to get my Audible download, my credit, because I
But
sorry, Audible, I always wait for my credit.
let me tell you, I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I have 8 books right now that will not fit on my bookcases. And I'm like, do I need to get
Oh,
floating shelves?
I'm starting to stack like, all my books are like this. I'm starting to stack on top of them.
Are you implying that I haven't already done that?
No, I'm implying that I bought a bookcase specifically to store all of my Romantacy reads. And I read too many books, ladies and gentlemen. Too many books.
And for
What?
and for a girly who absolutely loathed the idea of reading,
Loathe the idea
it's
of
a real
reading.
180.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know me, all of you except for my mother, shout out to mom. Hey, mom. So I am dyslexic and ADHD. I fucking hated reading. Hated it. My mom would set this white timer with blue buttons, 15 minutes, and I had to sit on our couch and read for 15 minutes. And it was the longest ass 15 minutes of my life.
So if you
And
look up
I
the
would just roll
definition
around.
of torture,
It was that.
it's just that timer.
Honestly, I, in therapy, have talked about that timer and how it has come up in dreams. And it is like, oh, this like omened to me in my brain. Mom doesn't even remember what it looked like. And I'm
I
like,
know
I
exactly
do.
what timer it
I
is.
know exactly
And
what
I am
timer it
not
is.
and I'm not haunted by it like you are.
I am haunted by it. It
I'm haunted
haunts.
by other things, but it's not that
I'm
timer.
haunted by that timer.
I'm haunted by our metronome.
I am not haunted by the metronome like I'm haunted by that timer.
That's fair. You can have the timer and I'll take the metronome.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. So going from I hated reading, I didn't pick up a book. Like I think Harry Potter was like the last like books I listened to and read to diving in to reading for pleasure? What? Yeah. So anyway, I need a new bookcase because I bought one about 6 months ago. Not even.
Yeah. I'll go.
Not that long ago. And it is it's full. It's full. I'm gonna have to start stacking on top of it because I'm running out of space. And also my TBR has just expanded and all my little pocket dragons, actual dragons that are pocket sized, not the other thing, they are being scooted to the very
The
I know.
disrespect.
Disrespectful. Baby pocket dragon Jesus has been pushed off to the side.
My God. Real Jesus is probably rolling in his grave.
That he has been made into a pocket dragon Jesus. Yes. Probably.
No, that's the level of disrespect that you're showing
Level.
the only
High
Jesus
level.
that you have.
It's literally the only Jesus I own. I don't know. There might be a cross somewhere in this house.
I mean, there's a nativity somewhere. No,
Do we still have it?
do we not?
I don't
I
know.
mean, I know we were down a wise men, but
No, that was the old one. Remember we
right.
got like the new one. I have no
Unclear.
idea if that
Who
nativity
cares?
scene.
We have the
We
pocket
have pocket
dragon
dragon
Jesus.
Jesus.
So you don't need anything else, obviously.
Did I, as a what? How old was I when I got that? 12? 11?
Yeah,
Maybe 10?
11.
I think it was in Jacksonville that we bought that
Yes, it was.
because it was in that like little nerd shop. Um,
I
I
remember it
walked in.
being like not even in a shop. It was like in a like in an island.
Oh, no, it was a shop.
Okay.
But it was like it was small. It was like right next to that bookstore.
Yeah.
It was like it was basically a hallway that he had nerdy things in it. Like, my first adventure into the comic book world. It was like a comic book store. Um, and he had on display the Pocket Jacket nativity scene. All of them were there. And I was just like, I want baby Jesus. And he was like,
Scene.
you know what? These don't sell very well. I will sell it to this 11-year-old girl.
Great segue into another thing we'll discuss is just sort of like generically nerdy things.
100%. Well, you want me to expand on that?
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to, and then I was like, where do I start?
That is a good question. So we can start with Marvel, like your shirt.
Truly, yes. Higher, further, faster, baby.
You. So Marvel, Doctor Who, Supernatural,
Lord of the Rings,
Star Wars, Disney.
Disney.
Oh, are we on the same
I was
wavelength?
like, what's Pokemon? Thrones. I'm like looking at the things on
Avatar,
my Avatar.
Avatar.
That's it.
Well,
That's all I got back here.
um,
And then I mean, the Romantacy
I
sort of
mean,
like the Romantacy and the nerd stuff is like one of the same.
they're hand in
They're
hand.
all friendly.
They're all friendly up in there.
Really, because we are not interested in reading things that do not have dragons or magic or fairies. Not interested at all.
If they are not drinking each other's blood or bonded mates for life
I don't want it.
and fucking each other,
If there's not a
I don't want
shadow
it.
daddy, I don't want it.
If there's no sex, I don't want it. I'm gonna be real blunt about it. If it's just hand holding and chase kisses on the cheek and forehead and nose and maybe the lips, not interested. Not interested.
Well, I mean, I will say that Prison Healer was very good.
All right, there are some exceptions, but
Holistically.
if you're gonna give me a recommendation, I want it to be a little on the schmutty side. And when I say a little, I mean a lot.
Well, I mean, from Blood and Ash is just like full send in the romance section. Like it's not even in fantasy.
They don't even they're just like
you ship that off to the romance section.
Yep. Actually in my Barnes and Noble, it was in the Romantacy section, which is now its own section, ladies and gentlemen. So congrats.
Interesting. Yeah. At the Barnes and Noble Union Square, it is in the romance section.
Well, in the Barnes and Noble in Greenville, South Carolina, it is in the Romantacy section. So I guess we are more advanced than you.
Also, One Dark Window is also very good. Your world building has to be just like chef's kiss, and your magic needs to be like very interesting.
Cool.
Like different, non-traditional.
Right.
I did see, oh my God, they had a like a specialty copy of One Dark Window, and the cover was so pretty. I was like, oh, do I need another copy of this book? The answer is no. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because I needed this copy of Quicksilver to go with this copy of Brimstone.
But you got the good one?
I I'm talking about getting floating shelves. Can't have like a paperback version with the butterfly.
Yeah, that's what I got.
No.
God, now I'm gonna have to get it myself.
I was like, obviously, I have to get this version to go with this version. One
in Barnes and Noble when I was in there getting Kingdom of Fleshy Fire, Fiery.
Oh, you bought it?
What?
You bought the hard copy of that?
Obviously.
Oh,
I need a trophy. But also, this one is so good that I'm actually usually I while reading my books, I listen to them because my job allows me to just kind of put in headphones and I can just listen to my audiobooks all day long. And then my 40-minute drive to work, I'm listening to my audiobooks. Except for this one. It is so good, and I want to know more, that I need my physical copy so that I can listen and read along at the same time so I can absorb it even further into my brain.
Just like get right into my brain.
Just like, we'll just drill a hole, leak it in.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you must be over halfway through the second one.
I have no idea where I am.
You're churning right along. The
I
second
met
the
I met Kieran's sister.
Have you met their dad?
No.
Not yet. Okay. Well, you will.
Well, I didn't. They only talk about his mom.
Vanetta.
Vanetta is his sister.
I know, or Netta.
Mm. So, so these are the things that we'll be talking about.
Yeah, did we forget anything? It's cute. Wish I could get it.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, do you want to share what you do? Because you get to listen to audiobooks.
Yeah, so it's a twofold. I am a fashion designer here in Greenville, South Carolina. Work out of, well, I am actually currently sitting in my studio, up against my flower wall that I made myself after
Handmade.
hours of putting in. Look at that. I wonder who did that. A
Who did
cat.
that? Lydia.
Mm. So I am a fashion designer. I recently, over the summer, won Emerging Designer
What?
of 2025 for Greenville Fashion Week. And then how I actually make money, because that does not make me money.
I mean,
One
unless you
day
buy
it
things
will,
from Elizabeth, just
unless you
saying.
buy things like this.
And if you're not watching it,
And if you're not watching it, it's my sweatshirt that says
it's
"Shut up, I'm reading," and all my swear shirts on
it's a
Etsy,
line of
which is
graphic sweatshirts
bleh,
that
bleh, bleh.
are Rococo paintings with sassy sayings on them.
Yes,
And
and
if
curse
you are
words.
into any of the things that we're talking about, you're probably into it as well.
100%. Also, there's paintings of frogs, but I'll get into that later. Um, but how I actually make money is I am a golden retriever puppy nanny called the
Yay!
Golden Nanny.
Follow
So,
along for all the cute puppy content.
so if you just want to watch some cute puppy content, I'm your gal. Follow along on Instagram. It's the Golden Nanny, and you'll see my face or hear my voice.
Nice. In case you're not getting enough here.
Right. Obviously, I'm
Get more.
a delight, so you should want more.
So get into it.
And what do you do, Teresa?
I also do two things. I have creative pursuits. I'll start with how I make money. I'm a senior master coach at Solid Core, which is a boutique fitness studio all across the country. I specifically work in the Upper East Side location of Manhattan, and the Upper West Side. So I'm both Best Side and B Side.
Don't stalk her.
Don't stalk me.
Unless you want to go take her class, and then
Unless you'd like me to bully you into working out, in which case knock yourself.
I've taken only two classes.
One couple, more than one.
More than one class. And I will tell you that I did not know whether it was tears or sweat or both. And it was most likely both on the reformer. So
yeah,
take her class.
you can come take my class and I'll bully you into working out. And then the artistic endeavor that does not make me money yet is that I am a filmmaker. I am a writer, a producer, and an actor. My production company is called Made in Prince Productions.
Follow
along. Also named after our Pomeranians, Maid Marian and Prince Philip. So everything comes full circle. So apparently I don't name anything if it's not referential to Marian and Philip.
Obviously. I mean, our internet was, when we lived together in New York, was two sisters, two Poms.
Yep.
And people would see us around our building and they'd be like, "Oh my God, two sisters, two Poms." And we'd be like,
"That's us.
That's us."
Like, I've made them my entire personality. So yeah, I just recently wrapped up the festival circuit for my most recent short film. You can watch my vampire short film on YouTube if you are so
Not
inclined.
with a Y.
Not with a Y. It's straight
It's
vampire.
just the regular vampire.
Um, and one day I'll make a feature film. What day
Woo!
is that? Who's to say? But one day it will happen. Yeah, that's
So
it.
you should guys should tune in.
Yeah,
And
so these are the vibes of Tip of the Nip.
so these are the vibes of Tip of the Nip.
Oh, I'm
Well,
sorry. I told Elizabeth earlier today that I've been running around like a footless chicken.
it's chicken, your majesty.
Can you run without no feet?
How can you run around without a head?
I'm the chicken, Maurice. So that's been like the energy for the last like
So,
month. But we're here, and we're having a great time.
and we hope that you guys will join us and have a great time too.
Yeah. So until next time when we deep dive into like something real next time.
Yes, we'll deep dive into something. We're gonna keep it a mystery. You know what? We're not gonna reveal what the next episode is because guess what?
Because we don't know.
We don't know.
But it'll be great.
It'll be
So,
fun.
you can follow us along on Instagram, Tip of the Nip, and
Yep.
that's all we got for now.
That's all we have for now for the moment. But stay tuned for
More to come.
yay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.